All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is, it's straight up energy reading. This is Saturn retrograding back into Pisces. This is a powerful energy. I've kind of been waiting for this one to happen. It was already here. I pulled a reading a couple of weeks ago. Saturn retrograde in Aries, sextile, what the hell was it? Uranus in Gemini. But the Piscean energy was there. It was pulling on the energy from this right here. So I read it. Saturn's basically never left Pisces. It went into Aries in May, around May 25th or so, around there, and it's always sort of been there. It's been kind of it was a very Piscean Aries sort of a thing. So it moving back into Pisces right now, it's kind of a huge deal and kind of not at the same time. What is this about? Well, it's about a lot of things, but in particular, I'm calling this proofreading your spirituality, right? Finding your religion, if you will. It's a bit of proofreading your spirituality. It's a very spiritual energy. It's a very dreamy energy. It's a chance for you. It's sort of like what I do. I'm writing the 2026 blog article right now, the yearly title. I sit back, I'll be the sitting king, and I look at it and I go, well, that should go there. I should move that there. I should also add a sentence there and whatever. You're doing that with your spirituality here, right? If you want a time frame to go back to, with Saturn and Aries, that's fine. In the recent past, I would say look back to around June to November of last year, 2024, for the exact angles that we're at. But if you look back to that time, what you might have pieced together, check it, proofread it. Proofreading your spirituality, and that includes, it's not just your religion, if you will. It doesn't. It includes the people around you, the decisions you've made, the dreams that you've tried to implement or think that you can't implement. Take another look at what you thought you couldn't do. Okay, but if you want the whole time frame, I would proofread all the way back from March 2023 to about May of 25. Okay, right up through about the beginning of summer. I would proofread all of it. I think it's a good idea. See a little bit of that here. There's a lot of people going to change their point of view on some things. Tweak it at the very least. Fill in the cracks. Fill in the gaps. You'll figure a lot of things out with this energy. We may see some changes in social activities, societal type energies. Just people looking for deeper meaning, deeper things, bigger things. Like I always pick on that influencer, the girl that melts soap together, right? She gets 30 million views. Her popularity may start to drop. People are looking for deeper things now. They don't care what color it is when you melt all the fucking soaps together with this energy. People get a little deeper. Even lower vibration people get a little deeper, which is good. It'll work out very well. It's a nice energy. It works out very good for the soulmate cycle too. So having said that, I got a pre-shuffle here. I got an Ace of Cups. Also, by the way, I noticed when I picked this up, I have an Ace of Cups here too. Ace of Cups all over the place. It's a good starting point here. It's a good place to lift off from. We've got Saturn in Pisces, actually swimming in the energy until about February. The end of February, middle of February, something like that. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's around February. I think it's around Valentine's Day, around the 13th or 14th of February. Okay? That's how long we've got it. So let's talk about it. I like to tell you about the energy because you're going to read all kinds of shit about it. I know you are. It's going to show up in horoscopes. They're going to tell you this and that. I'm telling you, for people in the soulmate cycle and society as a whole, it's a spiritual proofread. All right? It is. It really is. Proofreading I could change the REM song instead of losing my religion. Proofreading my religion. Right? It's kind of what we're going to do. It's okay. It's good. It's good to tweak it once in a while. I'll tell you what. All right. I do it automatically myself about every 5 years. I just go through and go, what am I keeping? What am I not keeping? What's worked? What hasn't? What experiment have I run that has failed that I need to stop running? That kind of a thing. A lot of times I test energy. I test my theories. I question my theories. I don't try to prove them right. I don't try to prove them wrong. I take a scientific approach, not a crazy town approach of every little piece of evidence proves, oh, see? No, that's crazy town. You question your theories. You let them play out. You let it see how it goes. You put the mouse in the maze. You see what it does. You don't push it along the way. Well, he was going to go there, so I'll just move him there. You don't do that, right? So I've got a few mazes I'm going to be tearing down and rebuilding or editing around. Right here, I've got an Ace of Cups, all right? But If you are that girl that melts soap together, you probably get a few less views in the coming months. People are looking for deeper things. So maybe, I don't know, melt higher end soap, I guess. I have no idea what that poor girl's going to do. All right, Ace of Cups, crossed by the devil. Here's our pre-shuffle. I'm not even fucking with you. I mean, I'm just talking about deeper things. This is crazy. All right, and a tower. Shit. I only looked at this. I didn't know this shit was here. The Temperance card and a little Page of Wands. Temperance is bookending the Ace of Cups, though. This is a minor energy talking about before we go on new adventures, you know. Yeah, this is just everything I've said, right? Proofreading my religion, proofreading my spirituality. This energy is an angel. It cancels out the devil. So again, we're looking at things differently. There might be a lot of things you see differently, a lot of people you see differently in your life. There's a lot of big changes, a lot. I mean, again, you might see the superficial nature of certain things. I don't know what. It's going to vary for all of you. I've given you a couple of examples. People don't want to watch someone melt soap. They want to know what's going on. Maybe in tarot readings, people want deeper tarot readings. I don't know. You know, instead of the people that are just on the surface. I have no idea. I know I go pretty deep. I'll go deeper for you. I mean, I'll probably end up, the readings from me will probably end up getting deeper just by default because I have to flow in this energy. We're moving into deeper waters. So do some proofreading. Use the energy to your advantage. Let's shuffle the deck. First card out's before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? All right, let's go. Let's see where we're at. All right. Come on. Why are we here? Saturn retrograde in Pisces. I've never felt this energy go away. I know Saturn moved into Aries in fucking May, but I pulled a whole reading 2 weeks ago talking about Saturn retrograde in Pisces being one of the energies. It always felt like Pisces. I even put a note in the section in the comment, not the comments, but the section where I can write notes about the reading, just below the video. I even said, corrections and happy little mistakes. It is what it is. All right. Well, now it's officially here. Do some proofreading of your own, okay? I would definitely do that, whatever it is. It's very this energy. I will say this about Saturn and Pisces as it's retrograde, especially with Saturn retrograde as it's moving back through. So between now and February, between about September 1st and February, right around Valentine's Day, it's very personal to you. Okay, you don't have to share with anybody what you're doing. In fact, I encourage you not. If you're proofreading your spirituality, proofreading your religion, what you believe in, who you believe in, what you're doing, keep it to your goddamn self. Other energies coming in with their ideas, because they're doing the same thing, whether they realize it or not. They might just be butt dial doing it, right? They're going to influence you. This is a time when influencers don't influence. That's what I mean about the girl who melts soap together, right? Not having as many viewers. It's the decline of the influencer. All right? It's that kind of energy where you got to be a lot more than that to influence people. In other words, don't let other people's energy come in. You're becoming a little, well, kind of a leader in your own way. Becoming your own best friend a little bit. So it's not that you can't tell your best friend Janelle what you're up to, right, or what you're going on, but just don't go into too much detail. Just say, I'm going through some shit. I'm working on some stuff. Okay. Oh, what you working on? Right, change the topic real quick. Start talking about pizza or something. I don't know. Let's go. It's very personal, okay? This energy is the lessons contained within it, the things we figure out, they're very personal. What you figure out may not agree with what somebody else figures out. That's okay, fine. Two of Swords. See what I'm saying? It's very personal. It's two Ace of Swords crossing together. A truth you once believed is crossing paths with a new truth that might be presenting itself to you. These new truths, it's actually very easy to proofread your religion in this energy. That's what we're calling it anyway. Your spirituality, whatever you'd like to say. Because the new truths cross paths with you. You're just running headlong in it, right? It's like you're just driving through an intersection with your old truth, and this new truth is texting while it's driving, and it doesn't see you, and it just runs right the fuck into you. You can see where you hit right there, right? So take a look at it when you hit. right? And yell at it a little bit for texting while it was driving, because human beings cannot multitask. There have been many tests that have proved that. I don't care how smart you think you are, how great you think you are. Human beings, our brains are not designed for multitasking. They are not a 4-core or hex core processor. They're like an old school single core. It's like, here you go, right here. It's like the early machines, the 133 megahertz kind of thing. What's going on here, Empress? After that, yeah, you're becoming a better you. You have a chance to become a better you in this energy. Now, I've got an incoming energy here that's drawn to you in this energy. I think they figure something out. I do. There's a lot you're going to figure out. You'll show up in this reading a couple of times. They'll show up in this reading a couple of times. This is you, but I said somebody runs headlong into you. You've got somebody coming towards you here for sure. I don't know if it feels, it could be somebody, or it could be information, or it could be somebody bringing information. I don't know. But you're definitely somebody's karma here in this energy. There's this transit, Saturn retrograde through Pisces. In this transit, between now and February, you're living rent-free in somebody's mind, body, soul, heart, all of it. All right? All the chakras, even the dick chakra. I mean, it's all there. It's all you. You can't miss that tree. All right, let's go. Let's shuffle the deck, and let's pull ourselves a reading here. Let's do it. All right. Let's see where we go. Come on, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Saturn retrograde and Pisces. It's important you understand all this stuff. You know, I'm sure somebody watching already fast forwarded through the whole. Oh, he talked for 5-10 minutes before he even threw a card. But you know, it's all about the energy reading. You know, if you don't understand what this energy is about, you're just going to die in that traffic accident right there, rather than get anything out of it, right? You know, it's an important energy. It really is. So be careful with it. Understand the energies that are going on around you. Don't just get predictions on them. And I think that's something that changes with this. I think where for a lot of people, when they want something deeper, they don't just want predictions. They want to understand why the energy is happening the way it is. When you understand why something's happening, it's like if you understand how a car works, you could fix it. And with experience, you learn what all the little noises mean. You know what it's doing, and then you can fix it. Well, you're learning what all the little you want to know what all the little noises are in this, so that you know instantly what to check if you hear something, right? Anyway, you're becoming your own little mechanic, and I'm so proud. Okay, here we go. All right, sorry about that. I had to stop for a second. I needed a quick snack, and my allergies are going crazy today, so I had to, clean out a little bit. Well, here's your proof. There's the Snicker wrapper, and there's the Kleenex. There we go. Okay, I finished shuffling, by the way, and so the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is a Chariot, crossed by a 7 of Swords. So again, we see in this energy where we've been going the wrong way, where we've been wrong. Somebody attached to you definitely is taking action where they didn't. Sorry about that. I had to edit out another sneeze. Okay, it's going to be rough. Allergies are really, really crazy today. We got don't even get me talking about the weather. Anyway, you're going to be doing that. Obviously, looking at where seeing where we've moved forward under a false pretense. But somebody else here is definitely taking some action towards you. I'm not sure if the 7 Swords is canceled out here or not. I'll be honest. Let's find out. Okay, right here's the energy around your connection with this person. Right here's the 3D energies around this person. Right here's this is how, like in real life. This is their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe, read with the energy of connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I'll clarify everything. We'll throw some universe cards at the end, and we'll have a very sneezy extended reading. No, I'm just kidding. I think I'm all right for the moment. He says, yeah, right. He says as he's about to sneeze. No, all right. Let's do it. You ready? All right. Energy around your connection. I'll just move swiftly. Okay? As I say that, I don't joke about anything or say anything that's not part of the energy. I said I'll move swiftly, and I pulled this fucker. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. You know that saying, only fools rush in? I think it's a song, too. But only fools rush in? Yeah, well, there's a fool Somebody's rushing in here before they figure out one thing and then they think they got it, right? They think they got it down. Unbelievable. Okay. Somebody coming towards you. They're coming very quickly. That's what I got. But it's ill thought out. Okay. There's big lessons here. Take your time. Saturn's a big planet. It's moving very slow. It's cool. You should move very slow and meticulously as well. Why everybody got to half-ass things all the goddamn time? What's your hurry? Take your time and do stuff right. I'll tell you. People get on my mechanic angel for being slow, but nobody ever has to bring the car back a second time. You know, nobody ever accounts for that. They're all very short-sighted with him. They yell at him and whatever. You know how much time it takes? You'd have to take a second day off from work and then bring it back. I mean, look ahead. You know, all right. Anyway, somebody's ill thought out. Only fools rush in. Here comes a fool. All right, but what's the 3D energy around this person? King of Cups. They think it's sort of that energy of the King of Cups where he only gives partial cup, right? He only gives a little bit of it. It's somebody here in their life that thinks they got love figured out. And now, because of this energy, because they've thought about something, they've thought about it a little bit half-ass, and they've seen where they've gone wrong. They see the truth now, and now they're ready to, and now they're an expert on love. Queen of Cups, the biggest cup of love, the biggest energy of love I could pull, right? Now they're an expert. That's sort of that. It's kind of adorable in a way, but it's also annoying. What's the soul here? Let's go. Oh, good Lord. All right. 6 of Wands. What did I say? Rewind. It's victory. This person is whoever is attached to you, they very half-assed. Half-assed person. Half-assed love. Only fools rush in. They think they got it figured out. Everything I've said is 100% right. That card backs it up. And this energy flows from here, 5D, to 3D. Right? It backs up everything I said about that. I don't know what's here. I was busy sneezing between the thing. I didn't look. I have no idea the cards that are here. I do know there's a 7 of Swords at the bottom and that, but whatever. I mean, okay. Tell you what. Message from the universe, read with the energy of your connection. The Wheel of Fortune. This is a message to you. That's what's weird. Lately, it's been coming up. You've been showing up here. Part of your karma, I'm going to choose how I phrase this very carefully. Part of your karma during this transit is to be a teacher. It's almost like Saturn's using the DF side, which is most of you. A few enlightened DMs here, you guys too, but most of my viewers are the DF side of this soulmate cycle. It feels to me like Saturn in Pisces, retrograding its way through, is using you as a conduit to get lessons across to other people. So if you feel like somebody's half-assed in this, you need to tell them, okay? You're like the game show host who decides if somebody's won or not, you know, or the judge on the game show, or whatever it is, all right? Okay, so you're basically Pat Sajak here. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You can be Vanna if you want, but all she does is turn letters. You know. All right, right here, potential final outcome. Red with the King of Cups. It's your final outcome. It's tied to this Wheel of Fortune and the 4 of Wands. You can have what you want here, provided you make sure everybody's on the same page. This is a communication that starts out shallow and goes deeper. It's up to you to take it deeper. This person does not know what love is. It's up to you to kind of inform them of it. They do not. They're moving. They figured out one of the 7. Let's say there's 7 lives, 7 swords. We'll just keep it simple. Let's say there's 7 lies. They figured out 1 or 2 of them, and then they just went in. All right? It's like someone who reads the first little paragraph of the instructions on how to assemble something and thinks they know how to do it. Oh, yeah, I got it. No. All right? These DM energies are always like this. This comes up all the fucking time. All right? These are definitely, these King of Wands people on the DM side of this soulmate cycle are definitely people that don't read the instructions for stuff. Now, somebody out there is laughing because your person is like that. They don't read the instruction. It never goes in quite right. It never happens quite right. It never works quite right. Right? You got a washing machine that spins backwards because they thought they could put it in. Right? And the clothes come out dirtier than when you put them in. You know. I mean, all right. Here we go with the Knight of Wands. Let's clarify. Let's just go all the way through. You're being used as a conduit in this energy. The buck stops with you. I'm drawn to the 10 on this, but the buck stops with you. Jesus. All right. Yep. 2 of Pentacles. All right. Somebody hasn't figured anything out. There's no decision that's been made here by somebody attached to you. 8 of Wands. Here they come. Yeah. Rushing in. Only fools rush in. Here they come. 2 fast energies. Why is that here? The Empress. Somebody's coming towards you. All they care. It's the best hits in the tarot. It's like somebody who hasn't considered the fact that you have a face and a brain and all kinds of things and an opinion of your own and ideas of your own. Okay? I'm just phrasing it this way because this is the way the energy is. All right? They just assume, I like those tits, I'm going to go get them. And that's it. Metaphorically speaking, that's it. Never considering that you might never considering that you might be not interested, or you might have something else going on, or you have a brain. You know, it's like you say to somebody, you know, she has a face. She has a face too. Are you serious? I mean, they're just staring right there. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. This is beautiful. I'm just going to pull it. It's the bridging energy. It's the next card out. It's the Hierophant. And so it would bookend the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Somebody read, this is the equivalent right here. These two bookending each other in this context is somebody who read the Cliff Notes version of the Bible and think they got it figured out. Just using an example. You know? Again, it backs up everything I say. I'm going to put the Hierophant back. I want it in the shuffle just in case I need it somewhere else. But honest to God. Okay? I'm giving it to you in an easy way to understand. All you got to do is catch my drift here, okay? All right, fine. Let's get into their life. Let's get into their world. Now, again, your final outcome is beautiful. It's a 4 of Wands. But it's going to be up to you to mold this a little bit, you know. Remind this person that you have ideas of your own, and you're doing your own thing, right? I mean, I don't know. King of Cups. Why is it here? Why is the King of Cups here? Why is the King of Cups here? Okay. Well, it's crossed by the moon. Again, there's a lot of gaps in their knowledge. They think they've got love figured out. There's a lot of gaps in their knowledge. A lot of things we don't see in the moonlight. Right? Why do you think she's out there with a torch? You know, there's a lot for this person to learn. I wish they'd slow down. I wish they wouldn't come at you so fast. I wish this was more of a Knight of Cups. You know, a medium speed energy. I get fast, super fast. What's on top? The 9 of Swords. 9's of the end in tarot. Why is that here? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody feels a sense of urgency because they think. So now this is not the case. I told you, you got a lot of time in this energy. You take it easy, right? But somebody feels this sense of urgency here. They feel like you're slipping away. They feel like just catch my drift. They're going to think that somebody's going to come snatch you up, or that this is their only chance. It's sort of a dire. This is sort of a byproduct of Saturn retrograde in Pisces. With the current surrounding energies, I can dig it. There is a bit of do or die, now or never kind of energy. It's creating some anxiety. It might be causing them to act rashly. If you want the proof, the bridging energy is the Death card. That's the next card out. So yeah, I get it. You know, somebody do or die. And I even phrased it like that, I think, a second ago. All right, fine. Let's go. Let's talk about the 6 of Wands and the soul. Okay. To get a feel for what's happening here, we need to know what's happening here. All right, here we go. Let's see what we have. It explains the rush job, I suppose, but crossed by the King of Swords. Again, it's an energy of truth. It's an energy of knowledge. This is a very smart king. He's read a book or two. Somebody thinks they got it all. It's what I said already. I don't need to keep repeating my fucking self. What's on top? The magician. The novice. Right? The novice. Somebody here. Again, why is that here? I don't need to repeat myself. The Four of Wands. Now that's interesting. That ties over here. Now somebody, oh yeah. Somebody thinks it's the child that thinks they're ready for marriage. Okay? Well, this is an emotional child that's emotionally immature. It's the child that thinks they're ready for marriage. This is why we don't let children get married. Oh, you're 12 years old. You got your little crush. You guys are getting married. That's wonderful. Oh, and they don't have a fucking clue what the fuck they're doing. Right? It's this. Somebody here thinks that it's what I said. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Somebody thinks they got it figured out. But I am going to pull the bridging energy here just for shits and giggles. What's bridging energy? What would bookend the Six of Wands of victory got it all figured out? Five of Pentacles. Do not have it all figured out. Missing a couple of things. Couple of things missing here. Right? Okay. Look, I get it. All I'm basically saying here is we got the DM side, which are the runners primarily in this cycle. We got the DF side, which are you guys watching tarot readings and getting your spirituality on. You guys are going to be taking your time, proofreading your religion, proofreading your spirituality, proofreading your beliefs, refining. It's a very personal thing. Don't let anybody tell you you're wrong, you're going the wrong way, you're doing this. There's no need to tell anybody what you're doing. Right? You don't need validation in this energy. It's very personal. And then you got this side with the urge to do the same thing, but they do what they do with instructions. They read the first line. Oh, I got this. Yep, it says easy to assemble right here. Done. All right, we got it. We're ready to go. Yeah, they just tell you that in the beginning to get your confidence up, right? That pile of bolts over in the corner, that's dangerous. That's a child going to the emergency room. That's what that is right there, that pile. So, again, we've got two different ways of approaching things. Somebody doing a rush job here. And I think even if you bang this person, they'd do a rush job. Because there's this weird sense of urgency, like I got to get it done. I got to get it done. It's got to be done now. It doesn't have to be done now. In fact, that's the whole nature of Saturn. Saturn's like, and Saturn retrograde in Pisces feels to me, I've been saying a lot in readings lately, lay by the pool, put your feet up. It's a bit of that. It's a bit of you doing some proofreading on the blog that is your fucking spirituality. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. All right. This person, yeah, they don't got it. Okay? They just don't. All right. The Wheel of Fortune. You guys showed up here. This is your energy. I explained it a little bit. Let's go deeper. What's going on with the Wheel of Fortune? Tell me about it. What do you want to tell me about the Wheel of Fortune? All right. So it's interesting. This is tied to this for you, and I kind of get this for both. But a different card may come up crossing here, but the crossing card here is the Three of Wands. I like that. Nobody moves forward until they get past you. Nobody can jump in this water until they get past this fucker. Okay? In this case, it's you. And in this case, I will say it's not a cape of assholeness. It's a lovely cape. I like your cape. But anyway, nobody gets, again. All right, I'm telling you right now, nobody gets past you. I looked at what's fueling it, the Knight of Wands. It's red with the Knight of Wands. There's the Knight of Wands right there. See what I'm saying? Okay, what's on top? The High Priestess. And why is that here? The Three of Pentacles. It is what it is. You've got ideas of your own. You got things that you want. Make sure you tell this person what it is because they don't have a fucking clue. Okay? Make sure you don't keep what you want. A partnership is about a partnership. Each person gets some kind of say in it. Doesn't always have to be 50-50. But even if it's 90-10, the 10% person gets to say something. Right? So, don't keep it to yourself, because this person doesn't have a clue. All they see is the best tits in the tarot. It's the best tits in the tarot. I'm going for those tits. Totally. I get it now. Right? I understand. It's love. Right. Tits. No. The Empress has a brain. The Empress has ideas. The Empress has wants and needs, has things that they need out of the partnership. It's up to you to express those things if this energy comes towards you. And in fact, I will say, this is probably multiple energies coming towards you. So for every person that comes towards you and all of a sudden wants to do something with you, or somebody you've had problems with, a separation with, shows up, make sure you don't keep anything hidden. Make sure you tell them exactly how you feel in this energy. All right? It's, if nothing else, it's good for their spiritual journey to hear it. But there is one specific soulmate here who, I mean, it could be a runner, it could be a family member. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of bang in here. Beyond, I guess somebody who might want to, but all right, 4 of Wands, final outcome for my viewers. Let's see where we go. Interesting, I don't have a, well, I had a devil in the pre-shuffle, but that doesn't count per se. I thought for sure. Let's see. Well, we did have the Hierophant here. The intentions are good, but we all know what the road to hell is paved with. All right, the 4 of Wands. What do we get? I mean, if you want me to sugarcoat it, I mean, you probably don't. In this energy, you want something deeper than that. But no, I mean, on a reading front, you are getting communication from someone you've wished to hear from. Okay? That's great. But it's up to you to take it deeper. You see the 2 shades of blue? The darker the darker it is, the deeper we go. It's up to you to do that. Don't hold anything back. Because you got a shot at a real partnership with someone here. Okay? Don't waste it. Get everything on the contract. Get everything out in the beginning. It doesn't need to come out later, 2 years in. Well, I had wished in the beginning that, hey, those are things you could have said at the very beginning. You know, this energy here is offering you a chance to do it. You're being used as a kind of a conduit by the Saturn energy, which by default kind of protects you a bit. 4 of Wands. Let's go. 4 of Wands. What do we get? Final outcome for my, yeah, this is beautiful. It's Minor Arcana, and the Empress already came out. So this is Minor Arcana Empress. It would have been an Empress if that was back in the deck. It's the same energy. It's just a Minor Arcana version. It depends whether or not you go deep. I think you will. Okay, I got confidence in you. 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, right? Well, I Freudian slipped the 9 of Wands. Somebody probably noticed that. Why? Why? Because it's up to you. It's probably why it's Minor Arcana Empress. Okay? It's up to you. It depends whether you go deeper. You could either put a wall up and hold back or not. Here, I mean, you're protected. What did I say? Rewind. I said you're used as a conduit by Saturn. And when that happens, you get to speak a little bit freely. You're protected. The universe has been using me as a conduit since I was a little kid. I get away with saying things in my life that a lot of people wouldn't get away with. Okay? You've seen it here on YouTube. I've gotten away with things that probably would have gotten a lot of channels fucking yanked. I mean, they just left me alone. For some reason. It wasn't some reason. It was this energy here. And this energy here is around you. Okay? You're fine. It's that frequency of Archangel Michael energy that just nothing fucks with. You know, you can walk into a biker bar with it and tell them how much you hate bikes. If you're even if you're 5 feet tall and 110 pounds. I mean, it doesn't matter. Right? What's on top? 10 Pentacles. Why is that here? The moon. Now that's interesting because these are red with these, and the moon was crossing over here. You're enlightening somebody. If somebody's going to come into your world, you're showing them what it is. You're showing them what reality is. Okay. This is red with the 9 of Swords, by the way. You have a gift. I'm going to put it this way. Yeah, here it is, right here. It's up to you. Bridging energy. The 4 of Wands is the 5 of Cups. Okay. Speak now or forever hold your peace. This could go either way. You could end up getting exactly what you want, walking with a happy new beginning with somebody, or you can end up not. Either way, I think you end up with a happy new beginning with a lot of the energies around you, but make sure you don't go into it with any regrets right off the top. This isn't the future influence. This is the bridging energy of the base energy. So it's now. So make sure you don't have any regrets going in. My point is, it's up to you to show this person some things, to point out some things, to be open. You have a gift right now of being able to express yourself very well. That's something I didn't pick up on until just now within the energy. The DF side of this cycle, and some of the enlightened DMs that are watching, but you catch my drift. You guys, right? have the ability to get your point across very well. Okay? I don't know how. I don't know. You have a style of doing it. Maybe it doesn't work for you sometimes. Maybe sometimes you say stuff and people don't get it, right? They'll get it in this energy. You're very enlightening, okay? So make sure you say it all. Everything. I don't care. You got a whole bunch of different energies coming at you. Some smaller soul connections, some big ones. There's one here that's very big. It's probably an emperor attached to this empress, okay? Make sure you say everything. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of hurting somebody's feelings. Don't be afraid of whatever. I mean, just say what you need to say. Say what needs to be said. All right? A lot of times, giving somebody what they think they want would be a mistake. A lot of times, the best way to do it is to sell someone. And that's kind of what you're doing here. You're selling an idea. You're selling ideas in this energy. All right? Dreams, hopes, if you will. Sell someone what you know they need, not what you think they want. Okay? And that's remember that. It's a good philosophy for you to have when you're telling it all like it is. You're not leaving anything out. All right? It makes you at least feel, even if you have to say something that you think might make somebody feel bad, it at least makes you feel okay doing it, knowing that you're giving them something that you're convinced that they need, that you know that they need, versus what they think they want. So anyway, that's a good philosophy to adhere to in this energy. All right? All right. All right, let's go. Let's 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. And we'll go pull some wicked voodoo on this. Something about 9 swords, something about 10 pentacles. Well, we got 9 swords red with 10 pentacles right here to your final outcome. And there's that 2 swords again. All right. All right. That's why we're here. And then the Empress came out after it, I remember. And look, we got a moon right there, and it was crossing there, and now it's crossing here. It's also red with the 10 of Pentacles in your reading. And this wanted to reveal itself. I think some of you need reminding that you got... I don't want to call you got Saturn on your side. Can we put it down? I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's not that any of these cards represent Saturn or anything. I don't have Saturn here attached to Temperance or anything like that. It's not about that. It's just about this. It's about the alignment I'm pulling on. You're very protected. You really are. There's something you're going to figure out about your own life, and this is what I'm pulling on you here. Remember to keep it it's very personal. Remember, you're proofreading your religion, your spirituality, your beliefs, where you're going and all of that. But there's something you're missing about the vision you have, a dream you have for your future, okay? I think you find it in this energy, but you might beat yourself up a little bit for not seeing it sooner. I want you to skip that part, okay? That's all I'm going to say, all right? Just let the energy flow to you here. You don't have to try. I know sometimes people get all pissed off, always talk about, I got to go on some fucking dark night of the soul again, inner work shit and bullshit. No, this all is automatic. Just go about your day. Go about your life. Be open to it, though. All you have to do is be open to receive. You could tell the universe you're open to receive if you want, and then just go about your day. Leave it alone. It leaves the void open. The universe will fill it. Much the way you manifest, right? You tell the universe what you want. You leave a void open for it to fill. You don't keep filling it with your fears and your bullshit and you're re-requesting it and stuff like that. Well, it's the same thing here. Tell the universe, I'm with feeling. I'm open to receive this. I'm open to receive Saturn retrograde in Pisces energy. And just go about your life. It'll fill that void. It'll just seep into your day-to-day, seep into your thoughts, seep into your dreams, seep into your feelings. You'll be fine. Let's go pull some wicked voodoo on this, because I don't, aside from the pre-shuffle, I don't have a devil here. It never showed back up. I'm curious about this fucker that thinks they got love figured out. Let's see if they do, and we'll pull more on you, okay? It's an important energy. It really is. I won't be pulling on it again between now and February, so this is a big deal, all right? That's your reading. If you want the extended, there's probably a couple of links at the top of the description. Good luck.